Hey there guys, welcome to a ranked 1v1, Mercury versus Freya. Mercury is my favourite god, and Freya is pretty OP in 1v1s. She's one of the top gods. Mercury, however, really isn't. He's okay. He can do decent, but he's not really one of the top picks, I should say. So, I always start with throwing dagger, and just so you know, this game is pre-recorded. I'm doing post-commentary. The reason for that is I kind of find it hard to concentrate, especially in a 1v1 when I'm trying to talk my way through it. But the general start for Mercury is to go throwing dagger. That means that he'll be able to clear a lot better, because his clear is honestly pretty poor at the beginning. And I don't usually go golden bow on Mercury in other game modes, but in 1v1s the clear is kind of needed, so that is the first item that I'm gonna get. So I actually save a point in my 3, or putting a point in my 3 or my 2. If I wanted to clear this buff faster, then I would get my 2 and just pop it there. But I'm actually going to put it in my 3 just to see if I can get some early pressure on Freya here when she comes out of the buff. Now, she didn't go red potion or purple potion. I didn't go red potion. So I actually get a crit on her immediately there and almost kill her as soon as she comes into lane. I actually go the wrong way here. I want to go to my purple immediately after, but I see that she's back in and I decide to stick around for another wave. So I really have to shut down Freya before it gets to late game, because even if Mercury's late game is very strong, I can't really go crits like you would normally go on Mercury, because she'll just go Shield of the Underworld and Hide of the Nemean line, and I'll pretty much kill myself on that. So I can't really go crits apart from maybe Golden Bow. And I actually got a crit there at this buff. So I hit 5 off this buff and get a point in my ultimate. Gotta go back to lane, of course. So 1v1s are a lot of clearing waves, taking buff camps, and generally you don't really see too much action unless someone like really messes up right at the beginning, which can happen quite a lot. But you know, I actually have to dash away there because I'm pretty scared she might do some real damage to me and minion damage. So I go and get Golden Bow. Golden Bow is just really good for clear. It gives you a bit of movement speed as well, which is nice because I don't have boots yet. I think she went for first item Fatalis as well, so she has a bit of movement speed as well, which is pretty typical in Freya. So unfortunately I have to let creeps go into tower. If you didn't know, if the tower hits creeps once, you won't get any gold for it, even if you last hit them. So you do lose gold by getting minions pushed under tower. But yeah, we're just kind of clearing waves. Nothing too interesting going on. I am in Diamond 5 right now for 1v1s, and honestly a lot of the people I face is pretty difficult. They are good players. I get beaten a lot, but the thing is, the reason I got to Diamond is I was playing pretty much exclusively AMC, who's considered one of the most OP gods, along there with Freya actually, and Hui and Kronos. I think those are the 4 that are considered the top picks. Yeah, I was playing a lot of AMC. I didn't actually know he was so good, but I kept playing AMC for my 1v1s, and I won all my qualifiers. I won all 10 of them, and then I got promoted to like Platinum something, and then I actually managed to win a few games and get promoted to Diamond 5. So, but yeah, there is a lot of good players. You can't. And a lot of them actually ban AMC as well. I think in this game I banned Habois, or Hebo. He's really hard to go against as Mercury. You can't stick to him at all because he has his carpet that prevents slows and stuff like that. I think she's going for blue, so I just let her go and take it. I go and get Boots. Boots helps Mercury out a lot because it works with the passive that he has as well. So yeah, I banned Hebo and Hui because he can, if you get in close to Hui, he can just like do his ricochet against a wall and kill you immediately. So yeah, and I believe Freya banned Kronos and Hell. I think it was Hell. Hell's pretty strong in 1v1s as well. I'm not sure it was hell, actually. I'm not quite sure who it was. But anyway, I managed to catch her here. I get a hit in. I go and ult her, and that is one dead Freya. I got my ult perfectly there. And she didn't have beads or anything, so she dies. And it was actually one of the best times to get the first blood on her because the 2 reds come up from the start of the game. So I go over and get this red, and then my plan was to go over and get the other red and then pick it up because my attack speed buff's running out. I might have to clear a wave on my way, but I don't think she can really fight me right now. I actually get in a bit too close here and start taking a lot of damage. The thing with Freya is her 2 and 1 are, when her 2 and 1 are up, you really can't fight her. And she usually builds attack speed, which means she'll get a lot more attacks and maybe cooldown as well. And she'll just be ridiculous damage. I think, yeah, she chases me over here. I actually get banished, and I actually pretty bad position right now, but I run away. Mercury does get the passive movement speed from his 2, and she does pop her 2 and try to kill me here, but I run away pretty successfully. And I back. I don't even stay for that minion wave because I think it's a bit greedy. Now I'm going Frostbound Hammer, 3rd item, because Golden Bow. Frostbound Hammer does a couple things for me. It slows her down. I only have Heavy Hammer right now, but I am going for Frostbound Hammer. It slows her down and it slows her attack speed, I think by 15%, and it's like movement by 25% on Frostbound, I think. Or maybe it's 30, I don't know. So it slows her attack speed when I hit her, and it also allows me to keep up with her. And this is a really good item on Mercury because it also gives him health. And he's really squishy, like Freya. So he could really use the health, and she does all out of there. I actually did kind of expect that. I almost kill her with the Golden Bow 1, and she is out of there. I actually try to chase her a little bit. I take a Phoenix shot for no reason really, but I am going to back anyway, and I just take her tower here. It's a bit early to take a tower, honestly. I wouldn't always recommend doing that, because it means the minions have to go farther from your base, and then you're in their territory trying to kill them. So I go for Assy after Frostbound Hammer, or starting in at least. Now, one of the things in this game that I probably should have done is get actives a lot sooner than I did. I really got actives extremely late in this game, but I kind of wanted to push the snowball that I had in effect by killing her early. I was hoping to kill her. I know she's going to her purple here. I know, because I saw her go around that way, and she is just waiting around the corner. But she misses her 3, and then I figure that I can fight her. And I can. I absolutely destroy her in that fight there. She just missed a lot too many of her abilities there. And she couldn't fight me after that. So I drop her purple. I actually don't pick it up. I can't remember why I didn't pick it up. I should have just picked that up there, because I didn't have a buff on me. I probably didn't realise. And I go to do my blue, which I do believe I pick up. I don't think I wanted blue. I'd probably be better off with the attack speed buff, but whatever. So, Assy is my lifesteal item. You want at least one lifesteal item on Merc. I think 2 is pushing it, to be honest. I could go Devil Gloves, I could go Bloodforge. I actually group up the minions here to take them out in one ability. I could go Bloodforge, could go Assy, could go Soul Eater and Devourer's Gauntlets. I was actually going to alter her blue that she went to do, but I was like half health and I didn't really want to do it. So, there. So I go Assy because it does have a bit of penetration on it as well, and it does have a lot of lifesteal, and I don't really want to stack Devourer's Gauntlets because it is a bit later in the game. Well, it's like 9 minutes in now. So I don't really want to sit there stacking the entire game, so yeah, Freya is going to become a lot more scary though. Even though I've killed her twice, she will get strong no matter what you do, so it's never really an easy game against her. So I actually stay here. I'm zoning out her a bit, or I'm freezing the wave as it's more commonly done. Which means she needs to come close, and I'm going to fight her as soon as she gets there. I miss my 1, and I take a lot of damage. I'm trying to get in here. I get banished. That's really bad for me. And I'm just trying to fight her here. Gotta hit my ultimate. And I make it out. So yeah, that wasn't the greatest fight as it could have been, but I missed some of my abilities and I decided peace out. So now I'm going for a defensive item. You should normally at least get one counter build item against your opponent. In this case, I'm getting Runic Shield. I think she was starting defense as well. So you should get one defense item generally. Otherwise you won't be able to fight your opponent if they have a defense item. So I'm getting Runic Shield, which actually reduces her attack speed as well. I'm pretty sure it stacks with Frostbound Hammer. I'm not entirely sure about that actually, but I'm pretty sure it would be. And I want to see if she's at her blue. I think it might be still down. She took the red when I was away. So I just settle for my purple here. So the Runic Shield reduces her magical power by 50, which is actually quite a lot. And it reduces her attack speed by 20%, I think. And it gives me magical protection. So that's actually a really good item against Freya and Kronos. So I finish it up. I still have no actives. I could get Sprint. Sprint is really good on Mercury, but I decided that I'm probably going to get Shield of the Underworld. And I'm probably going to get Beads for her Banish and her Slow if I need to. So I really don't have room for Sprint, or at least I think I don't. I go and grab her here. She banishes me immediately. I charge my ult, but she's close enough anyway. So I actually start losing this fight just because of how much damage she does. Decide to ult her as soon as she comes down. She starts running, and then she actually turns around and does a lot of damage to me. I miss my one, and she goes to attack the minions. I'm going in for the kill. I missed my ult. Archer got her. Archer fucking got her. Archer's OP. Winions OP. She's dead for a decent amount of time, so I actually go and just take the Phoenix while I'm here, even though I'm on really low health. But the minions are tanking it for me. So yeah, that fight was something. You can see she was doing a lot of damage there. So this is the start of Freya becoming like a monster, to be honest. And since I can't really go crit, I'm gonna have trouble keeping up with her damage. So this is gonna be a problem. She goes Breastplate of Valor first, yeah. Breastplate of Valor does give her a lot of physical protections, and it gives her cooldown reduction, so she can have her 2 and her 1 up more often. And I go for my last item, a Titan's Bane. Titan's Bane gives me a lot of penetration. I have someone assy, but not that much, and Titan's Bane is really useful for taking objectives, and it will also be able to counter that Breastplate of Valor. One thing is, I don't think she has a lot of health in her build, unless I'm mistaken. So I actually dashed towards her there. I don't know if the banish was going to hit or what. I start hitting her, and she kind of knows that she's in a bad position. Goes and ults. I absolutely miss my ult there. I go and throw her against this wall. My 3 almost get her. Throw the 1, it crits, almost kills her. Almost, but not quite enough. Retreat from the Titan here. I'm just doing as much poke damage to the Titan as I can. She did get a Witchblade at some point. That actually is kind of like the Runic Shield. It reduces attack speed and it gives you physical protection. So it's like they're both the same item basically. I don't know if Witchblade reduces physical power though. I'm not sure about that. So I go and drop this red here. I was gonna wait to pick it up, then I realized that the other red is up too, and I don't think she can really contest it. So I go and grab it as well, and then I'm gonna base and get a full Titan's Bane, and then hopefully go for the win. So I go and pick the red up there, and I get my Titan's Bane. So I go and get a Shield of the Underworld, and I get beads too. I really should have got these sooner, but I was kind of hoping to finish some of my items, and the gold didn't really work out, so... Assy is actually really cheap, though. That is one benefit to it. It's really good lifesteal for how cheap it is. And I get fucking slowed to oblivion again. I decide I'm just gonna ult her immediately. She beats it, which I'm actually okay with, because she can't beat my 3 now. I get my Shield of the Underworld activated, I'm absolutely destroying her, and then the Phoenix appears. And yeah. I'm not sure she would have been able to kill me without the Phoenix respawning there. But fortunately, I decided to go and attack the Phoenix because I knew I was going to die as soon as it started attacking me. I got a few hits on it and then Minions finished it off. Winions just helping me out in this game, I'll tell you what. They got a kill on her and they got a Phoenix for me, so there's that. I go and buy a red potion because I'm hoping that I can actually make a final push here, because that was a really, really bad death for me. I didn't notice the Phoenix was coming up at all. I was expecting to kill her before it came up, so... But then she ulted and bad things happened. But whatever, we're moving on from that. I buy a couple health potions just to take them whenever I need the regeneration. Plus, I don't really need the gold now, I'm full build. I could sell Golden Bow now, but I do get crits, and she hasn't bought Hide of the Nemean, so that's good. She puts on her shield, and I just run away from her because I need the lifesteal. Then I activate mine. She hits me with her ult. I decided to just lifesteal off the minions. I'm pretty low here. I take my potions, but I'm still pretty low. Now, the minions, she can't really clear the minions that well. She's trying. And then she starts going for me. And I actually ult over to the Titan again to get a couple more punches on it. I was hoping she would take longer to get over here. I actually beats the slow because it's doing... I thought I was dying there because I was pretty sure she was going to follow up with that and she could have killed me there. But she ends up not. I actually end up just going straight for the win here. Take a lot of damage and I don't make it. But guess who finishes the game off for me? That's right. Winions coming through for me again. So there you go. That was the 1v1 against Freya with Mercury. I know Mercury's not really the greatest, but I like playing him, you know. He's fun. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more Smite perhaps, because I'm liking recording it. So see you guys then.